everybody, it's Caitlin with Glitter Chimp here with one of the CEOs, which is my daughter, and your name is? Olivia. And today she is actually going to help me do a tutorial making a storybook tumbler using pages from a book. Are you excited? All right. Are you ready to do this? All right, so what we're going to do today is actually do a Harry Potter themed tumbler because Olivia and I love Harry Potter, don't we? And what are you? Are you a Gryffindor? Do you remember what mommy is? I'm a Hufflepuff. That's how it worked out. Michael's a Gryffindor too. So we're going to be using pages from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I know what you're thinking, it's a book. Why would you want to tear up the pages? I don't believe in tearing up the pages. So instead, what we will do, we have already made photocopies of pages from the book to use on the cup. So we're not going to hurt the book. So then Olivia and I can still enjoy the book. So there, that's yours. Merry Christmas. Or Happy Valentine's Day or New Year. Some holiday.
Halloween.
Sure, Happy Halloween. And we'll start reading that. So what you're going to need for this video, to do this tutorial, is a tumbler, any size, it doesn't matter. You will want a white base, just because with the paper on there, you don't want the back of the cup to shine through. So we're going with a white base on the cup. Here, hold that for me. That's one way to do it. You are going to need Mod Podge. I'm just using Mod Podge matte, right? Okay, and what color is the container? What color is this, the label?
It is...
It's yellow and orange. Okay, perfect. Ta-da! So we're going to use Mod Podge. You can use any kind of Mod Podge. It doesn't really matter. Or any other type of adhesive that you like to use for cup making. We are going to be using brushes, paint brushes. You only need one, but because of Olivia helping me out, we need two. So these are just synthetic brushes. They're nothing fancy. These are just ones we got at Hobby Lobby, right? And she's going to brush everything. You are going to need the paper as well as a lighter, or you can use a candle or whatever. I will tell you, we will be doing this part of the lighting of the paper to burn the edges in here. Probably better do it outside. Either way, as long as you're doing it, I recommend having some water nearby in case something catches on fire, which it's paper and fire, so of course it can. So what we're gonna do is get the camera set up so you guys are from above and you can watch this entire thing go down with Olivia helping me with a tutorial for the first time ever. So let's get the camera turned down and get this started. You ready to go? High fives?
There's a piece of paper down there.
All right, we'll get that in just a minute. All right, let's get this done. Ready, light it up. Boom, boom.
I'll go get it.
Okay. Okay, so now that we are camera turned down, I got Olivia still next to me. Say hi. You have to say it. You can't wave.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So Olivia is here with me, and we are going to be doing a Harry Potter themed storybook tumbler using Mod Podge and paper. So we're going to use, yeah, we're just gonna get started. So I've got, my space is cleared. Olivia brought her Harry Potter book with the eyeball, of course, on it, and a beautiful little alicorn. And Olivia's my little jokester, so she likes to goof around a bit. So here's your eyeball back. So, like I said, so we're using Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone pages. I do not believe in ripping up the pages from the book. You can, but I don't do that. I just make photocopies like I said in the beginning. So here's just some of the pages. Some of them I've already ripped up and everything. So, yeah, so we're going to get started. Just going to quickly...
Hello, my eyeball is big now.
Her eyeball is big now. I've already burned a bunch of edges of paper here to put on this tumbler, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do this just so you can kind of see how it's done and all of those super duper fun things. And, okay, well, get it then. Okay, so, yeah, so we're just gonna rip some pages up here and burn the edges and stuff to go from there. Whoa. All right, so Otherwise, it would take like 35, 40 minutes to you guys to see me burn all this paper. So I have a lighter here. I highly recommend having some water on hand just in case. And go ahead and just show you guys how I burn the edges. You can use a candle or a torch. This one is a butane torch, or like just lighter. This one's just a regular flame, which works just as fine. It's all the same. But this is my husband's for grilling. So I'm just gonna do it this one because it is a little bit faster, burns a little bit more than the other one does. At least it has seemed to be that way for me. So all you do is light your torch, get it on the edge, knock the flame out as quickly as you can so you don't end up with a fire.
At your house.
Which is the burning of the paper. Leave that to the adults. Right? Mm-hmm. All right, and I did learn that if you want to do like a little brown spot, you just take the flame and kind of hold it just a little close and it'll burn the page without burning all the way through. So, yes, love.
Don't play with fire.
Don't play with fire, children. This is for the adults to play with. All right, so I'm gonna just do this one more piece.
But sometimes the adults can burn their house down on accident.
Yes, we don't want to burn our houses down on accident. So I'm gonna get this last piece here. Edges burned.
Barely looks burnt.
I know, but it's okay. It'll look great when it's all
on the cup.
On the cup. And try not to burn your fingers.
Yes.
All right, so that's how I burn the edges of the paper. And then I've got this cool stack here of just random pages.
Look at Gizmo.
Yes, Gizmo now has a big eye. All right, so let's get started. I have, sorry for the reach, y'all. This is a Hog Modern 20 tumbler. This other one was just the regular 20 ounce. And, okay, playtime's over. Time to work. Work. All right, so Olivia has a paintbrush. I have a paintbrush. This is the Modern 20 tumbler. Yes, it has a little fingerprint smudge, but that's okay. I'm gonna be covering it up with paper anyways. And I have my Mod Podge. So I'm just gonna, ugh, I hate those little paper things. I'm just gonna pour some of this in this cup here, mostly just, oh geez.
Mod Podge attack.
Mod Podge attack, which is fine. It's crafting. It gets messy. Whatever. That's why I have paper towels. All right.
Everywhere.
Man, I made a mess.
A messy mess.
Why is it when I do videos by myself, I don't make a mess, but with you here, I get a mess? It's not true. I actually make messes all the time. Okay.
I think that cup's overflowing.
It is a little bit, but that's okay because it peels right off your skin. It's okay. All right, let's get started. So you have your brush and I have my brush. We have our Mod Podge here. So how you start is you just take your paintbrush, put it in the glue or Mod Podge or whatever you're using, and then just slap it on the cup. And then we take our piece of paper and lay it on the Mod Podge. And this is when Olivia steps in and does her next step, which is to cover the paper with more Mod Podge. So basically, we're going old school decoupage.
Mod Podge attack again.
Mod Podge attack again on the cup. And you're going to basically put a nice layer over the paper. And then you're just going to start to work your way around the cup.
It's not a way, it's a way.
Oh, yes. I can't talk today. And I literally chose to do a Modern 20 for the video because it's got this it's got a curve on it. And this way y'all can see how to get the pages around those not sharper, but bigger curves. Good job.
Mod Podge attack again.
Mod Podge attack again. So you're going to end up with these little creases in here, and that's totally fine. If you just take your finger and kind of rub it on the glue, it lays it down flat and it helps the glue absorb the paper absorb the glue. Yes, you will have these little creases here, but I honestly think it adds to the whole design of the cup.
Make it look like a crumble.
Yeah, it makes it look crumbly and older. All right, so we're going to get, let's see.
So
here we go.
you can like make it have those little cracks in it?
Yes, you can make it have those little cracks. That's a very good question. Just adds to the overall design, right?
Mm-hmm. It makes it look very old, even if there's a bump.
Yep, and then you just kind of smoosh it down.
And it looks older.
Yes.
Because whenever you crumble up paper, it looks older.
That's right. Good. Good job. So, okay, so now we've got that piece. So now I'm going to get more glue over here on the side. And I'm going to find a big piece to stick right here.
My dad taught me if you crumble up paper, it will make it look older. Sincerely.
Yep, seriously. All right. Yep, Daddy sure knows what he's talking about. Keep going. There we go. Get the bottom here. Good job.
Right now I'm getting hungry because I'm thinking
of food. Well, we'll get some food in just a few minutes.
Yay.
Once we get this done. All right. So now you can kind of start to see it coming together, and you're just going to keep working your way around.
It's going to look like that when it's done.
Yes. So now I'm going to take this little piece here
and glue it on.
And glue
it on.
Glue that on there, right like that.
Why is it coming off the cup?
Ooh, why is it coming off the edge? Because we're going to do magic of our own. Our very own Harry Potter magic. Okay. What happens is when the glue gets on the paper, the paper will absorb the glue, which makes it softer. So you can actually completely wrap it around a sharp edge, such as the bottom of the tumbler. And then it'll actually lay flat. And again, you have to use your finger, but that's okay. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm. The whole point of crafting is getting messy.
You get a little bit messy.
Yep.
That is correct. You can tell this girl crafts a lot.
Still, Harry Potter has an eyeball head.
Harry Potter has an eyeball head. That's right. All right, so now we're going to do this other... Whoops. There we go. Ooh, no.
Slippery.
Oh.
It's hard.
Yeah.
That part can be hard.
Yeah, that part's tough. All right, there we go. Did you get it all gluey?
It doesn't want to go down.
I'll get it. There we go.
Down.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Down.
All right, so now we're going to get that wrapped around that bottom.
Right now I feel very hungry.
Well, we'll go and eat in just a few minutes. Yay. As soon as we finish this cup, we'll go eat.
Thank you.
This is what it's like when you craft with a 7-year-old. So, Olivia, who is your favorite character in Harry Potter?
Hermione.
Yeah? Why do you like her?
Because she knows a lot more than Harry Potter.
She sure does. She is the smart one, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. One of them.
Mm-hmm. She is very smart, and she's a Gryffindor. So, Olivia, what house do you belong to with Harry Potter? Are you
Gryffindor.
You're a Gryffindor. Do you remember what Mommy is?
A Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. That's right. I am a Hufflepuff. Okay, and Daddy is a Gryffindor as well. All right, so slap some Mod Podge on that paper.
Mod Podge.
Oh, I hear Baron.
He must be crying for you.
He is. He's at the door. Silly kitty cat.
You want me to open it?
Go ahead. Okay. Baron is our cat, and he likes to interrupt my videos sometimes. Ever since I started doing videos here at our house, in our craft room, which is fine. He is adorable. So while she's doing that, we'll get this laid.
Is it at this door?
He's at this door.
Not anymore.
Well, just leave it open. He'll be there in a minute.
I'll try to undo it for him.
Okay. You do that. Okay, so we've made it almost all the way around. And let's see, try to find a piece that'll kind of fit.
Yeah, he's right underneath the table.
Yeah.
Walking around.
Hi, Baron.
Do you feel him?
I felt him. Baron's rubbing on my leg.
Weirdo.
All right. Hold on. So we've almost got this wrapped around the bottom here. And it's okay. You'll see in here I've got little spots here that are left blank. It's totally fine. You don't have to fill every single gap unless you really, really, really want to, which you're more than welcome to do. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, so we got the bottom here. And like I said, this is a messy tumbler. I know you will.
I have a whole bunch of Mod Podge.
Mod Podge.
Everywhere.
My goodness.
All
right, make it thinner. There we go. Thin that out. All right. So we now have the entire bottom edge of the cup. We still have to do the bottom here. So let's go ahead and get that one part finished. Look, all we have left is this little space.
How many Mod Podge attacks do we have?
There we go.
Will happen?
I think this is gonna be the last one. Yep. All right, so that is all finished. And so now what we do is
also covered in glue.
Completely covered in glue. So now I'm gonna take this over for a second. I'm gonna go over the entire thing with one nice thick coat of Mod Podge on the entire cup all the way around. And the reason for that is because when we go back over this after it dries with epoxy, the epoxy will not cause any weird watermarks on the paper. And I will actually go over this probably 2 to 3 times to seal it completely in before I'll put epoxy on this.
Can I get out of my chair now?
Go ahead and get out of your chair. Hang on, put that in the water. Thank you. All right.
Now it's white water.
Now it's white water. So now I'm just going to go around this cup. But hey, Olivia, thank you for doing this video with me.
You're welcome.
You're the best.
I'm going to steal this eyeball.
Steal the eyeball. All right, so now I'm going to go over this again, like I said, and just completely cover the cup and not forget to do the bottom. And I'm going to let this dry. And then when it completely dries, which will be tomorrow, because it's nighttime right now here. But in the morning, when it's completely dry, I'll go back over it again with another coat of epoxy to really make sure this is nice and sealed. And then I'll go over it. Sorry, not a coat of epoxy, a coat of Mod Podge to make sure it's sealed. So then I can epoxy it. And then we will be good to go with epoxy and a decal afterwards. So that's it. So I will come back again soon with the next layer, and we will do that, of course, without Olivia, unfortunately, because she will be in school. So I will be back soon once this is dry to do the next step. Okay, so this cup here's got the entire coating nice. It's completely dry. So I'm going to actually just go over this now with another layer of Mod Podge, and I'm going to do it very thick. And again, this is just to completely seal this, because that way the epoxy doesn't get underneath anything in case it's not sealed with the Mod Podge, to get more Mod Podge in the cup. Yep. Just gonna go straight to the source here. Get nice and thick. All right, so y'all can see now it's real foggy looking because of the Mod Podge, but it'll dry completely clear. And once I get this coating dry, I will go on ahead and epoxy the cup, and then I can decal and everything after that. So I will come back again very soon. All right, we're all finished with these tumblers. I got epoxy on them. They turned out great. On this one, I actually added a Hogwarts patch. Now, this is a patch, like fabric patch. I'm going to be putting one layer of epoxy over this, just that with that beveled look. It'll look really cool. But this is what Olivia wanted, and then she also wants to add a little sparkle to it. So we're gonna figure out what kind of sparkles she wants. But we're gonna add that for her. So these are how they turned out. They turned out great. These are such fun like tumblers to make, especially for anybody that you have in your family, friends, or yourself that you just love to read, love a book. If there's one of those books that you could just read over and over and over again, these are the best tumblers for those people. And if you wanted to, you can even add some sparkle coming up from the bottom and from the top. I mean, just however you want. Otherwise, what I usually do with tumblers where someone has something like this they want and they want to add just a little sparkle to it, I'll either add any of the gangsters or the divas, so like Barbara, for example, or any other color of the additives that you want to put on there. Also, what's really great is like Liberty Bell, Copperhead. Also, we've got, what is the other one? Snow Caps. Those are great ones because they add sparkle without really changing the color of the tumbler. And the same with the divas and the gangsters. It just gives it just a teeny bit of some sparkle without actually like distracting away from the actual design. So that's this video. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a tutorial with us. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Otherwise, join our Facebook group, Glitter Chimp, and you will see so many other things in there, different products that we have coming out and stuff. And soon, we will have a whole video coming up on our epoxy that's coming out mid-month of February, and we're really excited about that. So you guys make sure you stick around and never miss any of our videos, and we will see you guys again very soon.